This is going to be very soothing and calming on your vajayjay. I feel like for me, that's what prevented me from having postpartum depression. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And for those of you that are new here, my name is Cina. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today's video is going to be all about postpartum essentials. I'm going to be sharing with you everything that you're gonna need and to make sure that your recovery is as smooth as possible. Before we get into the video, y'all know what I'm about to ask you to do. Yep, you guessed it. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss another video from me. The first thing that you're going to be needing for your postpartum healing and recovery, this one is pretty self-explanatory, but the reason why I'm bringing it up is because I feel like you guys really should know this. You're going to need pads. The hospital, they're going to give you pads, they're going to give you everything you need, but at home, you're going to want to make sure you have really large pads. When I got home, I didn't have any large pads. I only had the normal medium small size that I wear. I thought that after 3 days of having a baby I would be good, but I wasn't. So I want you guys to keep in mind that you're going to be wearing large pads for at least a week, and then after a week you're going to transition over to the medium size pads, and then after that you will transition over into panty liners. The next thing that you're going to be needing is disposable panties. I got these from the hospital. I actually saved one for y'all. This size is a extra large. At the hospital they gave me about 3 packs. 3 packs was all I needed, but these disposable panties are awesome because after you have your baby, you are going to be bleeding a lot, and you just don't want to mess up your panties, and you don't want to mess up your clothes, your PJs. So these came in handy. They're super stretchy and they're super duper comfortable. You're not gonna want anything tight on your body. You want everything just loose fitting, and these were just amazing to me. The next thing that you're going to need is Hazel pads, and this is from a brand called Tux. Actually, a friend of mine sent me a postpartum care package. They did come in handy. The reason why you're gonna use this is for my moms that tear. Now, statistics do show that for every 2 moms, 1 out of 2 moms, first-time moms, do experience a perineal tear. What a perineal tear is pretty much when you're delivering a baby vaginally and the baby's trying to come out, your vagina tears. Now, some moms, they tear a lot and some moms tear a little bit. So in the event that you do tear and you get stitches, this is going to be very soothing and calming on your vajayjay. You're also going to need a antiseptic, anesthetic spray. This is Dermaplast. The hospital, they did provide me with one. The hospital gave me this one. In my opinion, they both work the same. If the hospital gives you one, you don't really need to go out and buy one because this one it's still pretty full. If the hospital doesn't provide you with one, I would definitely suggest you to go out and purchase one. But if the hospital provides you with one, then girl, save your money. The next thing you're going to need is a spray bottle. For some of you that don't know, after you have a baby, you're not supposed to wipe down there. So every time you go pee, you're going to fill this up with warm water, and then you're gonna just, squeeze it and rinse off your vagina. The hospital do provide you with this. I really wouldn't suggest you going to go buy one because it's not like you're going to use this for a long period of time. The next thing you are going to need is, I would say, just a bunch of washcloths. Every time that I went to the bathroom, I would have to spray, and then the nurse advised me to use a washcloth to just pat it dry. I'm assuming the reason why they don't want you to use tissue is because the debris from the tissue probably can get, stuck up in there, and they probably don't really want you to be wiping. Not only that, it's not even they don't want you to be wiping. Even if you wanted to wipe, it's gonna be so painful down there, you not even gonna want to wipe. The reason why I say that you should have a bunch of these at home is because the same routine you had at the hospital, you're gonna want to do that same routine at home for at least a week to 2 weeks. So that's it for vaginal care. Now, the things that I'm going to recommend is for my nursing moms. You're going to need nursing bras. Hands down. You're going to need this at the hospital, and you're going to need this at home. 11 years ago when I gave birth, I never heard of nursing bras, but now they have them, and I love, love, love these. You put them on, and when it's time for you to nurse your baby, all you got to just do is just unsnap this, and boom, titty out. And both of them, they do unsnap, and then they snap right back up. Now I'm gonna let y'all in on another little tip. For those moms that are exclusively pumping, or you're going to be pumping, you're going to definitely need a hands-free nursing bra. I never heard of hands-free nursing bra until I had this baby, and this is a lifesaver. This, all you do is you put this on, so it fits right over your boob. You put the flange like right there, and then you just kind of cover it, and so it holds the flange and the bottle in place. And you can do it on both sides, and this allows you to be hands-free while you're pumping. The next thing I would recommend for my nursing moms is a nipple cream. The one that I have is by Lanzano. There's no specific reason why I have this particular brand, but this brand, it is pretty reputable when it comes to the whole breastfeeding department. After you give birth, your nipples are gonna be so tender, so sore, and just practically raw. And this nipple cream is amazing. I love this nipple cream because it is 100% natural, and it's also safe for the baby. What I mean by that, you're gonna put this on your nipple, but you don't have to wash it off before you nurse or before you pump. It's 100% safe, so the baby can suck on your nipples while you do have this cream on it. So my last recommendation for my nursing moms, and this is going to be absolutely imperative, and that is Tylenol and Motrin. After you give birth, if you decide to nurse, what's going to happen is, by breastfeeding causes your uterus to contract, and the pain that you experience from your uterus contracting while you are nursing a baby, in my opinion, is worse than contractions itself. It's just constant, and the whole time that you're nursing your baby, you just feel these cramps. It had me in tears. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take these back to back around the clock. So you're gonna take Tylenol, and then 4 hours later you're gonna take Motrin, and 4 hours after that you're gonna take Tylenol again, and then 4 hours after that you're gonna take Motrin. Trust me, you guys, you're going to need this. When I got home, I did not have this on hand, and I had to send my husband to the store to go get them because the pain is serious, and it lasts for about a week. Now let's move on to wardrobe, hence what I have on. Shout out to Bianna for sending me the most bomb postpartum package a mother could ask for. But in the postpartum package, she sent me this robe. And this robe is from Amazon, y'all. I absolutely love it. I would highly recommend that you wear open gowns. Like, gowns are just, comfortable. I find that it's so convenient if you have, the ones that that can button up. Simply because if you're nursing, that's just what's the easiest. Like, your titty gonna be out 24/7 all day pretty much, and you want to have something that you can easily unbutton and button back up. I also highly suggest that you get a robe as well. Once you have your baby, you're gonna be just up around the clock in the middle of the night. If you have to go to the kitchen, it's just easier to just throw on a robe. For all my Zoes out there, this nightgown just remind me of something like a modern day muumuu. This is for me just my personal recommendation, and this is a body scrub. It's by a brand called Tree Hut, and it's a brown sugar body scrub. Postpartum is going to take a toll on you mentally and physically. Shower times is going to be your time to just be away. It's to just break away from life, break away from the baby. It's just going to give you that pause, because you're going to be caring for this newborn 100%, 24 hours, 7 days a week for the first few months, around the clock, with no pause, no breaks. And I find that the shower time for me was my time to just break away from everything. The reason why this scrub was just absolutely amazing, because I was doing something that was just nourishing for myself, and it just mentally put me in just good spirits. It's what saved me from having postpartum depression. It just gave me something to look forward to each day. You don't necessarily have to do a sugar scrub. Find something that you could do daily that's going to allow you to break away and just give you a pause from the baby, give you a pause from household. For me, this scrub is what worked, and I highly recommend it if you can't think of anything. But if you have your thing that you do, make sure you do that thing every day. With that being said, that is all of my postpartum recommendations. And thank you so much for watching this video. Ciao.